volume check time, and then we'll play some Story of Iroh Hero. Like some, like very, very little. Probably shouldn't even call it some, I should just call it like the tiniest little bit. Hey Blood Bros! I am still sick, but I am not nearly as sick as I was. I'm feeling actually pretty good now. We'll see how, after I talk for a while, I might start feeling like coughing. I was actually coughing a lot at work, and then I'd say like at, I don't know, 2 in the afternoon, I felt like, for some reason, I just felt miraculously better. I was actually thinking about going home early, because I was coughing so much at work. And, like, just bothering people and whatnot, and, yeah, then all of a sudden stopped. I mean, there was, like, hardly any people at work, also, and that kind of influenced my decision to stick around and actually go to work. Because if there was, like, the normal amount of people, I'd feel worse about it. Because I also told the people, like, don't come near my cube and stuff. But there wasn't that many people. Like, most of the people, like, in the cubes around me weren't even there. So everyone else was, like, not on the other side of the room, but, kind of far away from me. Absorbing them bullets. Ouch! I thought that was a trophy. Yeah, I was, it was probably not the best decision to stream. I didn't stream yesterday. Yesterday I was even worse than the day I did stream. Yeah, I just, like, I didn't even feel like, I was just, like, out of it. As well. Just super exhausted, like, felt like I got hit by a train or something. I still kind of feel that way, like, physically. Like, if I'm walking around and stuff. I did try to exercise today. That was a bad idea, I think. That might not have been the best decision on my part. I got, like, very exhausted very quickly. But still, like, stuck it out through the whole workout. It just felt like I was doing everything, like... Oh. Yeah, try again. Uh-oh. It's gonna take longer than expected. It felt like I was doing everything at like 10 times the intensity that I'm used to. Even though I wasn't. I was doing it like at a less intensity than I normally do it. And it just felt so hard. It felt kind of good. I mean, it's kind of strange to say, but the feeling after, like, you work out really hard and you're, like, super exhausted, I really like that feeling. It's just, like, so good and so relaxing. So I was able to get that really easily, at least. And I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I can sleep in. I did go to work a little bit late yesterday and a little bit late today. But it was a lot better than taking the whole day off, because I don't like to waste vacation hours like that. I'd rather just, like, I don't know, go back to Cleveland in the summer or something. That I might do. I'm considering it. I really miss Cleveland already. Moshi Moshi Pelzio. So this weekend, I think I can rank up on the leaderboard, and then after that, I consider what I'm gonna do with things. Because I don't think that I can, I don't think I can really get any higher without, like, killing myself. I'm only one level behind. Actually, I think less than a level behind now. And I have 8 plats of trash that I could do that are like downloaded on my systems. So unless the ferrymen team. Unless they pop a bunch of plats. Yeah, I didn't mean for that to turn to a rant. But it did, because it always does. It's always an issue where it was like a 8-tweet long rant. I meant for it to be like 3 max. Like max 3. But it turned out to be longer than that. I mean, I think one of the things I don't like, for sure, is that it just makes me very negative. And I'm sure people that have watched my streams and stuff have realized that. Or have read my stuff on Twitter. I am, like, typically far from negative. Like, very far from a negative person. And I don't like being negative at all. But, it just gets that way. Like, it just, I don't know. Hey, I mean, I did actually see some people on dating apps that I might message. You know, then they would get me to retire, for sure. I even asked Pelzio what this one, like, plushie was from. I don't know, and it's bugging me. I know it's from something, and I'm gonna feel dumb when I realize what it's from. Ah, man. There we go, finally. Ugh. But yeah, that's the decision I have to make. I need to decide what I'm gonna do. I mean, I could keep going, like, kinda semi keep going. But fun stuff sounds a lot more fun. A lot more fun. Heck of a lot more fun. But at the same time, if I'm gonna be streaming and stuff, like, at least it's something different that, like, not a bunch of people stream. Even if it is kind of just cheap garbage flats. And, like, stuff like this I don't really mind streaming. Where it's, like, kind of a game. Even though you don't have to really play very much of it. But the other thing, too, is it's so much, like, thought of what the heck I'm even gonna play and stream. And that bugs me, too, because I like to know, like, have, like, a plan and stuff. And I like, yeah, planning stuff out. So if I'm playing something that, like, is, longer, and I know I'm streaming it for a while, it's better. It also bugs me, though, that I don't know what I'm doing trophy-wise. Because that's a similar circumstance where it's like, well, I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what the goal is. So that bugs me. 'Cause I'm also I like to have goals and be goal-oriented. And actually, I think that was one of the issues that caused me to, like, drop a lot on the leaderboard. Because I was, like, 3 at a point, like, years ago. And I was, like, really high up, like, 10 plus levels above everyone else behind me. What happened was I just stopped, like, caring, really, because there was no, I don't know, reason to kind of go on. Like, I was leaderboard chasing for a while, and then I got to the point where it was just, I was so high up above everyone else that I took a lot of breaks. Like, a lot of breaks. And it didn't matter as much at the time because you couldn't go up like 10 levels in a week. There was still at least a decent amount of, what the heck do I even need still? How do I not have the plat yet? Oh, die 10 times, 20 hit. Oh, we don't have 20 hit combo yet? Ew. Okay. That's unfortunate. Maybe I try level 1 again. I don't know where I left off talking. Well, I know it's gonna bother me too. The fact that there are trophies, though, is like a thing. Because it's just like, it'll be a constant reminder of, oh, I spent so much time and effort, and now I'm just gonna like slip further and further. And, yeah. Oh. Let's go to level 1. I think that's better for the combo. Probably. I was kind of playing it, like, not super well, because I was trying to get other trophies. But I mean, if we're only killing things, they should be fine. I think. I don't know what breaks the combo. Is it just getting hit, or is it a time-based thing? Or it also might be like letting the chips pass you. I also feel like a lot of the people, will see that rant and stuff on Twitter, and, because I feel like there's still a bunch of people that are, like, trophy hunters that are just like, oh man, PlayStation or nothing. Because I used to be that way, so I understand it. Or it's like, man, I don't want to hear anything about any other system, because they all suck. PlayStation's the best one. So if I ever mention Switch, like, briefly, it's like, oh, who's this guy I think he is? Switch? That's terrible. I mean, I could be wrong on that. There were people that, like, when I posted the Sword and Shield image of how good of a deal I got, I was kind of surprised how many people, like, commented on it. That I thought were just, like, pure trophy hunter people. Now we gotta absorb a bunch of orbs, and then we're done. And then we're only 6 plats away from number 4. Or whatever. Ouch! Da, 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 da. But I feel like that leaderboard spot is kind of like my thing, too. My claim to fame, in a sense. So, I don't know. It's just like otherwise, just earning trophies doesn't seem... I mean, because I've done it so much. Oh, mentally healthy, yeah, for sure. All this trophy trash spamming and leaderboards, definitely not mentally healthy, for sure. Definitely not for me. And actually, I think that was a problem, too. I had a lot of trouble, when I moved from... Like, when I moved down here, because I moved, like, 10 hours away from my hometown. And it's the first time I ever had to, like, move like that in my life. And also started a new job. And it was, like, my first real job that wasn't, like, the zoo or a book, a library or something. And on top of that, I was dealing with streaming. And on top of that, I was dealing with, well, you could play the game in VR. I wouldn't suggest it. It's probably terrible. Because it's like a kart racing game. It's got to be really nauseating. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then I had the leaderboard stuff. And actually, the leaderboard thing has stressed me out for, like, kind of years, too. Because even when I was climbing on the leaderboard, I kind of felt this pressure, like, you gotta play all the fast stuff and whatnot. Can't allow yourself to play, oh, hold on, let me read through this, in case there's something important. It's Hakum! Oh no, are there motion controls in this? I don't want to play with motion controls. Dang.
The race is about to begin.
Oh, circles reset, okay. Actually, I think all you have to do in this... There is nothing that is, winning races. It's all power-ups. Hey, it's the day of the tentacle. Anyways, so here all you have to do in this is actually just camp on the boxes and then get all the power-ups. Where was I with my rant? Or my story, or whatever. How do you use the power-up? Oh, L1. Okay. Yeah, so then I had the leaderboard thing, which was kind of an issue for years, because I even remember, like, sitting in certain classes and, like, looking at games like Kingdom Hearts, and I'd be like, 80-hour plat. Man, I can't afford to do that. And it's just kind of been that way for years. It wasn't always that way, Because I used to only play, like, fun stuff when I first started out. But then, I don't know. I got somewhat addicted somewhere along the line. And, yeah, then it was always just like a chore, like, oh man, I gotta get up early so that I can play these games. And I don't do that really anymore, like, I don't get up, like, super early anymore. But, well, I could also do that on another account, though. Of course, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know, I've got options of where to go with stuff. It's just very hard to quit and give it up. It's like I said, I feel like that's, I mean, it's been my thing for like, I'm trying to think how, what the heck? How do I get out of this? If I can't turn on the machine. Okay, I had to triple click X, whatever. Okay, those menus messed me up. Yeah, it's kind of been my, like, almost identity in a way for the last, like, 6 years, we'll say.
The race is about to begin.
But I do feel pretty distant from, like, most PlayStation things. Because a lot of, oh, did that get combined? A lot of the games, like the big AAA titles, I just don't enjoy. Like, it's not... like, it's something I would typically play. And it'd be nice if, like, all I could do is just play JRPGs after JRPGs. With some 2D platformers mixed in, I guess. What are the controls in this again? How do you combine items? And then also too, if there was no leaderboard, I wouldn't have any like pressure to like time pressure. Like, oh man, you gotta stay up a little late today so you could finish this game. Now, granted, I might do that anyway, because I might actually do that more, because I might be having more fun with the game. So I might be like, oh, just keep on playing. Hey, G-Ray, how's it going? Well, I don't know how to play this game, apparently. I'm not earning any trophies. Do I have to hit people with the power-ups, maybe? Days gone for 7 hours? That doesn't sound very fun. That doesn't sound very fun at all. Maybe you're enjoying it, though. Maybe you're having a blast. Ah. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got one trophy yet in this, have I? It's alright, we platted Iroh Hero. Oh, do you get them after the race? Maybe that's it. Oh, I see. I see. So it's just after, okay. We unlock Spain. Isn't that awesome?
The race is about to begin.
Get out of the way. He's driving the opposite direction. His only goal is to make me lose. So this is just random luck when I get the power-ups that I need, I guess. The heck is that thing? Whatever it is, I think I used it. But, there are games I would rather play on PlayStation than Switch. And, like, I feel like I would have fun getting a plat in something. Like, if it was long and... But it would just more so be the fact that I fully did everything in the game. As opposed to, oh man, look, I got a plat. If that makes sense, or I'm explaining that correctly. Because I'm kind of like numb to plats at this point. Like, they don't really mean very much to me. I don't think the leaderboard means all that much to me either. But, I don't know, it's just like a weird thing of... If I stop doing it, then... I get kind of bored. And part of me, I think, feels that it would be, that it's somewhat beneficial in getting people to watch the stream. I don't know if that's true or not, probably not. Especially because then I'll be a hypocrite and say how terrible trophies are. But I feel like it makes me at least not, like, the most average of streamers ever. But again, I don't know, maybe that's not true. Oh man, bananas. almost feels like it's not the weekends, because I only had a 2-day week of work. And if like, I don't want to say it almost didn't feel like work, but it was just so bizarre, because like no one was there. It was like there was maybe 10% of the people there tops. It was just so dead. So dead at work. But it was good. I liked it. Because, I think there's just like too many people at work now. But we hired a bunch of people, and it's just like, I don't know. It just having all those people there makes it seem busier. And it makes it seem like the atmosphere and stuff is just a busier atmosphere. And I think too busy of an atmosphere, really. Or feeling, at least. Dun, 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 dun. We got 5 more achievements unlocked. Hey, Trophies Hunter 2! How's it going? We got a new rank. Yeah, I do streams pretty much every day. Pretty much every day I do the streams. Boring? Well, is it better than playing touring karts? Well, maybe. Touring karts, at least it's not that bad. It's not as bad as some of the games I played.
The race is about to begin.
Playing Dog Child. I've never played Dog Child. That sounds like a... Yeah, I feel like touring karts is better than probably better than Dog Child. Well, congrats on 42k trophies. That's a lot of trophies. I think I have like 60 something. So you must be level like 180 at least. If my math is right. 154, okay, I was kind of far off, but not too far off. I wasn't that far off. Actually, maybe I have more than 160. Maybe that's why my mental math was off. Ooh, I haven't gotten this power up yet. Time to combine it with something. Is there a drift in this game? There probably is, and I don't know how to do it. Not that it matters, because I don't think we ever have to win. Dang it. I guess I did get that power up. Maybe not, like, solo. Yeah, I mean, I do need the Minecraft DLC. I don't have that. But thank you. Actually, that's been out for a while. Every time Minecraft DLC comes out, I don't do it for a long time. Actually, that's kind of the same with almost all DLC. More achievements. Well, 5 to 6 hours is some amount of time greater than 0. That's not that bad though. It's not as bad as It took me a long time. Portal Knights took me a long time. Because I had to actually like get good and memorize all the levels, all the layouts, all the random levels that I could be presented with. Oh man, I sure hope Portal Knights doesn't get DLC again. I'm not looking forward to Kingdom Hearts DLC costing $30. I'm tempted to like just not get it for a long time. Ah, man. Alright, so I don't want to pick up Ghost. Actually, maybe I have the multiple... I might have the combined item, I don't know. Well, now we got crushed, now we lost it, so that's good. Probably. Oh, you're almost at 1,000 then. Oh, Outlast DLC took you a month of practice. I think Portal Knights, I mean, I didn't play like all day. I probably only did a couple runs a night. But I did like have to... There was some videos of some levels that people posted. Not all the levels, so I did have to figure some out. But it was like off PS4 studying time as well. Like studying what the people made videos of. But I think it took me about like 3 weeks. Oh, Friday the 13th. Well, you could stack it 3 times now, apparently. Although I wonder if something's glitched with the new stack. Because, when I looked, no one had the plat, like, a week ago. Or a couple of days ago. And the trophy seemed like it would be one that would be, like, auto-poppable. Because it was, like, get killed by Jason, like, X amount of times or something. So I feel like that's, like, glitched or something. I could be wrong on that. I don't know, but I haven't played the game. I didn't look into it too extensively, but I was just like wondering how come no one has this plat yet. But a lot of people have 98%. I think that's why. Yeah, I know they like kind of auto pop. But the one trophy that no one had seemed like a trophy that was kind of similar to that. Like it was do something X amount of times. Like get caught by Jason like 50 times or whatever. And no one had it, but they had all the other trophies. That were like play 1,000 games and all that stuff. So I feel like something's up with that trophy. I don't know how that power-up works. Tires. Tires making me tired. Yeah, alright, burn Jason 13 times. That sounds about right. But you agree, you think something's wrong with it. Because everyone should, like, those people that have 98% in the game, there's a bunch of them, and they should have it. But they don't. chicken power-up. Chicken plus banana. New Chick-fil-A item for breakfast. Oh, you need like a flamethrower or something? And it's just not even in the game. Well, that would kind of suck. More achievements. See, in some weeks when they say, well, shouldn't it be exactly the same? Like everything is all in the same locations and stuff? Maybe they hid it. They hid the flamethrower. And people are like, oh man, it was underneath his bed all along? Or it's some really weird thing, like you need to take an axe and like chop up a floorboard or something. Something really weird like that. Hey, Thor's hammer. Why are we holding nothing in our hands? Look at that. Oh, the items are just random. Look, a red banana peel. I guess we can enlarge something now. Oh, that's a new one. That green coffee mug is new, or coffee cup. I don't think I've gotten that yet. Mark Stallion beating us. Five achievement. We got a lot that time. I'm surprised because it's like, I would think I would be getting less every time. Oh, it even tells you what you need. Well, we won't pay attention too much to that yet until I'm like down to like 5 or so. Oops. Time to race again. Yes, endgame or plat? What do you mean? Like 100% game? Or plat? There is a plat in this game. I mean, most games now have plats. It seems like there's been very There's been much fewer 100% lists. Well, actually, in the last few weeks, or maybe the last few months, I've been seeing more 100% lists, but they're not for games that, like, necessarily should have a 100% list only, because there's plats that are, like, a lot shorter and you do a lot less than these 100% lists. But I remember, like, over the summer, it was like, there was, like, 100% list the entire summer. Something crazy like that. But now it's like the 100% list we have could easily be plats, and the plats could easily be 100% lists. Ghost Hammer. Trophy system's so messed up nowadays. So messed up. I would rather there be more 100% games released, if that's what you mean, or you mean you like playing 100% games more. I would rather see more 100% lists. Like all these rat games, they should just be 100%. Or they should make us play the game. I mean, that's another big issue that's really bothered me about trophies recently. Is a lot of them, you don't have to finish the game. And some of them, you only have to play like 10% of the game. Because you've been around a while, right? You remember when, well, you probably remember like the old school trophy lists where everything was like 12 hours long, at least. Like, at least. Most were like 25. And people's reasoning for getting all the trophies and getting the plat was so they could fully play. Yeah, that's the year I started too, 2011. So they could fully play the game and fully experience everything the game had to offer. Like, I remember numerous interviews on various websites, and people were like, saying that was like their reason for wanting to get the plat. Well, that's not a valid reason anymore.
The race is about to begin.
And then that Vita trick came around. I don't know if you do that. Where you could play different region lists on your Vita. That I'm not happy about either. And then now developers are just making 6 lists so they could sell the game multiple times. So, yeah. Things are pretty messed up. Things are going closer and closer to the way of Steam every, like, couple months. Although last month was nice that there was only, like, one rat game release. Maybe 0. Although we did have, like, Iroh Hero, which was, like, a, 10-minute plat. Well, we had several 10-minute plats. Yeah, for sure. For sure, it was such a different... Trophies were so different in 2011. Like, they were really good then. I mean, it was great. It was like... the only things to play were, like, really good games. I mean, when I first started, it was like, only things I played were, like, Final Fantasy, Uncharted, God of War, Tales of Xillia, Residents of Fate. It's not like I even had to play, like, crazy amounts of time, either. Yeah, pretty much. Everyone, it's just a pure... It's pure money and time, or, if you're just like, well, people were buying trophies back in 2011 too, but I don't think it wasn't as obvious. Maybe it was more obvious if people were buying trophies. I don't know, but yeah, it's just, I don't want to say it's meaningless, but it's kind of meaningless. Not to offend anyone. But yeah, there are a bunch of people that buy trophies. Or have multiple people.
The race is about to begin.
Yeah, I would never buy trophies, and I would also never let anyone earn trophies on my account. And I also would never earn trophies for anyone else. I've been asked by a few different people, but I was like, no, that's not what I do. Cause like, what's the point? Like, isn't the point of trophies to like feel good about what you've done? Even though, I guess, do you feel good about what your 6-minute plat now? I'm not sure. I don't feel particularly amazing every time I get a 6-minute plat. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of my comments and rants you've heard, but I have contemplated quitting for a long time. And I tried retiring too, earlier last year. It is 2020 now. And I failed. And I think I upset people by saying how dumb the trophy system has gotten. Been answering the same question for 2 years now? What are you talking about, Gray? Talk about me? Answering the retirement question? I have been talking about retirement or contemplating retirement for I think 3 or 4 years now. I'm gonna try it again. That's my another goal. 2020 goal is to maybe not fully retire from trophies, but like not care about the leaderboard and only play good games. Hey, Trophy Hunter, thanks for the follow. As there's been several people high up on the leaderboard that have like retired, and I respect it. Nukes, Captain Trophs, Black Angel, Luck. Good for them that they're able to get out. I'm sure there's more too. Yeah, I've heard the name a lot. I hear that they, I don't know, I've heard a mix of things. But one is that they, like, load up a bunch of games, and they're kind of, like, CFW'd, or hacked. And, his account gets banned, like, has been banned, like, 3 times, and then just starts over. Oh, he stole it, yeah. Well, maybe he'll get banned again. I think it's been, like, at least 2 times, maybe 3. But I've also, maybe I shouldn't say it, but I have, contemplated even selling or nuking my account. As extreme as that sounds, just because there's like times I just don't even want to deal with it anymore. Cause like I'll go to work and then I'll get like, there'll be all these new games that come out that are like garbage plats, and it's like to stay up on the leaderboard you kind of have to play all of them, and it's like I don't want to. I don't want to play these. I want to play like I don't know, Nino Kuni. I don't want to play 1979 The Revolution. Well, he has been perma-deleted. He just, I thought he just makes new accounts. I mean, what really should happen is teams should be deleted from the leaderboard. But that's never gonna happen.
This is touring carts. It will make you go peasant.
Strange Brigade. I heard that Strange Brigade is actually a decent game. But you need like 4 people to do it. Or maybe you don't need... I don't know. I was asked to co-op it once. I think. Oh, you just need 2? Okay. I'm sure that game is better than touring carts. Oh man, the carts that do the touring. We're close though. We're close to plating this. Race. Who knows? You started it, and then we'll see. Oh, I'm missing a trophy. Oh, I need 4 people. Time to find 4 people. You know the other thing? It's kind of along the lines of buying trophies, but having people share play and do trophies for you, I also don't approve. But what I really don't approve of, you know on PSNP how they have the boosting section? I just like find it funny when they have a they have a share play option to select. So it's like you'll look at the games people make boosting sections for, and it'll be like a single player game, and it'll be like share play next to it. Can someone get this trophy for me? That also I find very, I don't know. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of that either. So it's like, what's the point if people aren't even doing their own trophies? Yeah, I got this triple one again. I don't want that. People aren't doing their own trophies. The leaderboard is like purely based on how much garbage games you can play. And then there's like trophy buyers and teams. It's just such a mess. And all the plats are like 10 minutes long. And games are easier nowadays too, because you were around 2011 when games required more skill. Like even the AAA games and the actual games. Well, yeah, that in time. But the thing is, like, people will look from the outside in on it. Like, say you get a new, like, you're new to PlayStation, and you don't really know better, and you just look at the leaderboard and it's like, oh, who's this Hokum guy? Who's this RD guy? They're epically awesome. They have so many plats, that's crazy. But what they don't realize is most of those plats are like 5 minutes long. And that is the like entire top of the leaderboard. Like if you just look at anyone's list up there, even the people that are solo, it's just like Wintertide's Dream, Foxland, VN, just so much, and it's like you can't even tell like if they actually play a real game because it's just so flooded with the 5-minute games. Oh, we're too small. We can't even get the power-up box. Yeah, Wilbo. There's so many. I mean, if I look at my list, it's like kind of depressing. It's like, oh man, look at all this awesome stuff I've played this last year. I don't think I'm getting any new power-ups this time. I mean, there's still time left, but... Nope, that's not new. Alright, I think it's time to, like, look and see what I actually need. Started doing, percentage cleanup. That's the other thing, too. With all this trash, everyone's percentage has just gone up. Like... Even the people that have, like, hundreds of missing trophies still have, like, 99%. If they've played a ton of games. And that also didn't used to be that way. Alright, so we need chicken plus enlarge. Bazooka plus enlarge. Hammer. Hammer, chicken, bazooka. And banana. And shield. Hammer, chicken, bazooka, banana, shield. Stop playing on your second account. I'm contemplating making a second account. That's another thing I'm considering. People have like rumored that I have a second account that I play actual games on, but I don't. If I start a game, I do finish it. But, and I don't play anything on another account. But, I have contemplated just, like, kind of making an account for just fun stuff. Well, that's good. Only playing real games, definitely good. But yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna happen this weekend where I rank up above the ferrymen, and I don't think I can reasonably get any higher than that. Because the only three above me then are Hakum and RD, who are like 50 levels ahead of me. And Ikamenzi, who loads up a ton of games and earns a couple trophies, and I can't compete with that. So, I don't know, I might just, at that point, since it's the highest I can probably ever get without making myself miserable and whatnot. I don't know, I'll consider doing some different stuff. Maybe consider retiring again. You know, again. Maybe it'll be longer than 3 days this time. But then there's the issue of like, well, I was at 3, and then now what was the point of getting there? Because now, after a couple weeks, no one knows about it anymore, and Or 4, I guess. Now that's hard to remember. But, yeah. I don't know, it's such a depressing situation. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for all I know, I might be the highest solo account. For all you know, I might be lying. I mean, the only account that I can be sure of that is solo, personally for me, is myself. I can't be, I don't know, for, like, there's some accounts that I know are teams, but I don't know that the solo people are actually solo or not buying trophies. Because the thing is, all you have to do is just be smart, and not have people play at the same time on your account. I mean, that's really all you gotta do, to make it seem like you're solo. Or it was years ago that they were not a solo account. Like 10 years ago, they were multiple people. And it's like, well, I don't know. Maybe it was blatantly obvious a team 10 years ago. But looking at it now, Hakum, I'm pretty sure not solo. I'm 99.92% sure that he's not solo. You're 100% sure? Well, like I said, I can't be I can't be sure about people other than myself. Because I don't sit next to people and watch them play every game that they play. But I did see some suspicious timestamps from him, I guess. Yeah, there was some very suspicious timestamps I saw from the film. And also, he did say that he had people playing on his account. Like, friends come over and play on his account. So, I don't know, but whatever. Who cares? Worry about yourself. And the leaderboard's a joke anyway. So. And the other thing about trophies, in the leaderboard talk, is that, it makes me a very negative person. And I don't like being a negative person. I'll rant and stuff and all this. Real trophy hunters care. I used to care a lot. Oh, like I'll rant and say like how dumb trophies are and stuff. I've kind of been doing that the last few minutes. And I also made some negative comments towards certain people that I kind of regretted. And it's really not like me, and I really makes me feel bad. Like, after the fact. So, yeah. Because life's stressful enough, and people shouldn't be negative towards others. We need positivity in the world. Needs more positivity. Alright, I think this might be, like, the last race. Because this could take me, like, another hour to randomly luck out and get these power-ups that I need. Ah. Oh, that was a new one. I know I'm only a couple trophies away, but it's just kind of a luck factor of when this is actually gonna end. And it's typically later than I go, stream-wise. But I don't have work tomorrow, so that's good. That's a good thing. Oh yeah, you're in Spain, so it's probably very early for you. Probably incredibly early. It's probably like 3 a.m. or... Oh, 5:25. Jeez, it's like almost time for you to wake up again. Well, thanks for watching in the middle of the night. I appreciate it. Alright. Oh, didn't sleep. Couldn't sleep? Well, hopefully you get some rest. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night here. Let's see if someone's streaming really quick to rate them. There was a lot of people streaming today, though. There probably is. Hey, Yoshi's streaming. Let's raid the Yoshi. He's probably almost done. He's probably gonna be, like, ended when I raid him. He'll just be done then at that point. Finish this team game, we're bored. What was the game? Oh, alright. Well, have a good night. Alright, so everybody have a good night, good morning, enjoy your games. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye, everybody.